Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Here's my buddy.
What's that, number one? This is Ben.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
Just thawing out, man.
Yeah.
It's been Arctic weather around here.
It's been cold.
Dude, man, shout out to a bunch of people on our Facebook group, Burn Pit BBQ, around the pit. They were getting after it this weekend, even though it was like a negative 30 degrees out there. Some people posting about like doing some pork butts, getting out there.
That's a long cook when it's that cold.
Yeah. So shout out to those folks that got out over the weekend to cook, to grill outside, even though it was like a negative 30 wind chill. That's what we say all the time, Ben. Grilling season never ends.
Never ends, man. We did you get out during when it was cold?
I didn't, man. So Becky was on a trip, and it was just me. And then I had that event at the South Milwaukee Christmas market, and then basketball weekend. Then so didn't get a chance to get out, but I did try. I pulled out some venison steaks, and then some venison chops.
Okay.
And I just did those on the stove, man.
Just on like a cast iron or what?
I did it on like our non-stick whatever I had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
just
not
like
the cast iron. Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So I did pull those out, and I did cook them up. So didn't get them on the grill though.
All right, let's dive into this though. Okay, so about how big?
So like honestly, like the they're not that big.
They're not that big.
No, they're like 2.5, 3 ounces maybe.
Yeah.
The chops are
Almost
even
like
small.
fillets,
Yeah.
right?
The venison chops are even smaller. They're like maybe a half ounce. They're like little medallions.
Oh man. Just crush all of them.
No, man, I'm not an animal.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I didn't crush them all. It took me about 3 days I paced them out because I ate them for breakfast. So I had like my eggs and then I had some venison chops, right? So I did that. I just finished them up this morning. So no, I didn't eat them all in one sitting, Ben.
Okay.
But
proud of you.
Thank you.
You've changed.
I've changed a lot. Yeah.
Like I don't even know you anymore.
As we get older, we have to be a little bit more responsible with our bodies.
Here we go. Get out of here. Cancel the podcast.
Yeah, get out of here. So I did them just on the stove in the just a regular frying pan, and I used our all-purpose seasoning, so our all ration. And I did that with the steaks. I did our ground pounder garlic seasoning. Okay. Yep.
Did you put like a little olive oil or something down?
Yeah, just a little bit of olive oil.
Any onions or anything?
No, man. Nope. No. Again, these are just simple, quick cooks.
Yeah.
Because the family doesn't eat too much venison unless I like give it to them. Yeah. So the steaks, I had the steaks for lunch, a couple days. So there's like 4 or 5 steaks, but again, they're only like 2.5 ounces maybe. So you can eat maybe 2 of those in a sitting, and then. What'd
you think of them?
Yeah, man, they're good.
Good flavor.
So this was the
real fresh.
Yeah, this was the venison I got from the deer. One of Steve, my stepdad's friends, harvested last year because like they had enough and they had plenty. So they just asked do you want this one?
Yeah.
So I had it processed and got a bunch of meat sticks and
that's awesome.
A bunch of steaks and chops and a few roasts out of it. But yeah, so just finishing that. It's on the tail end right now. But yeah, kept it real simple, man. Like. Just put it in there, real good flavor, even without the seasoning stuff. It didn't really have a gaminess to it because I believe it was a doe, so a little bit, more tender, not as gamey meat. But yeah, I just kept it really simple, man. A little bit of olive oil in the pan, and then pan seared them both sides. A couple, maybe a couple minutes each side. Yeah, but it doesn't take long. They're thin too. So, but I got some thighs again. I've been just crushing thighs, man. That's because they're so cheap. Nice and flavorful too, so I'll probably bust those open today and throw them on the grill.
Have you been doing anything like different when you were cooking the thighs? Or just going more, just kind of season them?
Yeah, so my go-to is just our Memphis style. So that's what I always use. It's either my Memphis style or like their all-purpose one, just because I usually knock out a bunch of them for the week, and then anybody can grab them.
And it's so versatile, right? I mean, if with the Memphis style or even like the all-purpose and stuff too, I mean,
And if you want to sauce them, you can sauce them, and you can sauce them with different kinds of sauce and stuff. I mean, you can dip those in ketchup.
Yeah,
man. They're fantastic, and the flavor profile works with just about anything.
Yeah, and like, you know, if you do fajitas or whatever, like you want to do some chicken fajitas, like thighs are a great cut if you don't want to do breasts or anything like that. But no, I'm looking forward to is, you know, it's warming up. I got a little bit of time today and a little bit later on this week, actually, and then we kind of start slowing down just a little bit for the holidays after this rush right now that we're in. That I'm looking forward to getting out there because I got a bunch of B&B charcoal that's just staring at me in my yard.
Yeah.
You better be hoping for a Walmart discount.
I'm praying. I just keep looking at it like drop.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I keep looking like ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some soon, and we'll see, man. Like I said, I cracked open the last bag over the weekend. I did, man. On Friday, I pulled out some round steaks.
Yeah.
Man, they were awesome.
Nice.
They were awesome. Greg, like have you done any of the round steaks from like the new?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the big circle.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge. They're solid.
I usually cut them up. I didn't cut them. You didn't cut this one up, no?
No. I did it like he looks like a giant meat donut. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, because we've gotten round steaks in the past,
and they usually, you know,
they're usually already
cut up.
These were just big.
The bone is still in the middle.
It was.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was so.
You throw that on the grill?
Heck yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I took out 2 of them.
Okay.
Because I was like, all right, it's nice, like kind of thick, you know, and
because in the bag it's a little deceptive. You don't see
like
how
it's rolled up.
It's rolled up, so then when you pull it out, it's just this huge circle.
Huge.
It's like,
and I was like, oh,
it's like a tree trunk.
I was so pumped.
Yeah.
And like I said, I pulled out 2 of them, dude. So it was crazy. I did a little compound butter with it and stuff.
Nice. How did you do the compound butter?
Oh, I just kept it real simple. I just did some butter, some of our garlic seasoning, and then I threw in a little bit of fire in the whole too. Just add a little bit of spice and then some cracked pepper in there and stuff, and then just put it back in there and let it cool, let it reform and stuff, and then pulled it out. But I wasn't expecting, like I said, like I'd made the compound butter ahead of time a bit, and then open these steaks up, Greg. And I'm like, open it up, I'm moving over the steak, and it just like keeps coming. I'm like, whoa, jeez, like what the hell is this?
Getting blood all over.
Oh yeah, it's just dripping and stuff. I'm like, oh shoot. Yeah, dude, I was yelling at like my kids. My wife wasn't home yet. I was like, hey, come here, come get the big cutting board, come help me. And they came running up and stuff. So it was cool, man. It was a good cook. And then we did. My son had he had basketball on Sunday, up in Oostburg. And
beautiful.
Yeah, it was flipping freezing. Yeah. It was like -6 on the drive up that morning. But dude, we got back early, and we started doing some queso.
Okay.
So Lions were playing a little bit later in the day, and we're like, all right, well, got some time, let's make some homemade queso.
Nice.
So we did that, and it was cold as hell outside, but solid cook, man. Either way.
Cool, man. Well, this episode we're getting close to Christmas, so we want to talk a little bit about holiday ham. But before we jump into that, I got a message from somebody that follows us about their Thanksgiving turkey. They did something a little different. I want to share with you, Ben. It's from Joe. He messaged us a few days ago, and he says, a little bit of late entry for Thanksgiving, but he had the idea, or he took the idea of spatchcocking a turkey one step further. He actually deboned the entire turkey. It was 19 pounds. Look at that. So he took out every single bone of the turkey. And apparently, like, there's some.
That's take some time.
That's
too.
some dedication.
And a real sharp knife, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said there's some videos online that helped him with that. I've never done that. And he said, like, after he deboned it, he wet brined it for 9 hours, and then he rolled it. So you can see he kind of rolled it. And then he put a little bit of, like, sage and stuff inside.
So is it like a bunch of kind of separate pieces? Like,
no, man, look, it looks like one roll. So like he deboned it, he brined it, and then he laid it out flat. So it's like this flat deboned turkey, right? Spatchcocked, right? Yeah. So it's still all together once, one piece. And then he says he rolled it with some sage flavored breakfast sausage, some herbs, and then some cornbread crumbs. And then he rolled it.
Sounds good.
Then he tied it with looks like some butcher string or something. And then he smoked it or roasted it on his grill. Look at that.
Let me see the roll here.
Look at that. This is a roll of turkey meat with some breakfast sausage inside.
Looks delicious. Looks like, I mean, if you looked at that, not knowing that it was turkey, would you guess that
I thought it was pork. I think it was pork, right?
Yeah,
like a
based on the color and the way it looks and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the stuffing.
So think like a pork loin that you fillet open, and then you stuff it with whatever you want to stuff. I just thought that was interesting.
Meat inside other meat, you can't go wrong.
Meat.
Yeah.
So Joe, thanks for sharing that with us. We really appreciate that. Something cool. Like we don't like. I've never done it. I know. I don't think Ben has done it.
No.
So if you're listening to the podcast, thanks for sharing that with us and sharing it with. So we could share it with other people because that's a new way to do it. Something that we haven't thought about.
It's pretty unique, man. I want to know. I want to know, like, kind of start to finish how long.
Dude, man, like you just slice that. You get a nice slice. You put, you put your mashed potatoes and your gravy on the side.
Right on top of that.
Man,
thing.
right on top. Oh,
heck yeah.
That looks good. Thanks, Joe, for sharing that. And again, like if you're listening, if you got anything new you're trying or there's something you see out there, feel free to share it with us.
That pork sausage on the inside probably keeps it nice and moist.
Oh, yeah,
too.
for sure.
That sounds delicious.
We always love learning from you guys, too, and then seeing what everybody else is doing because, we're in the space and we see a lot, but there's a lot out there. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of stuff.
Like the creativity like that, dude. Like, I love that stuff. Like, that's so cool.
So I'm going to, think about the person that's, I'm going to spatchcock this and I'm going to take all these bones out.
Every single bone, man. That's, man. Let's put some time into that one, Joe.
Yeah,
I mean, good for you, man. That's cool. That's solid cook. Looks like it was fantastic. I mean, I'm sure it probably didn't take too long to cook either. You probably do that like almost.
Well, you say you roasted it, so if you're roasting it, imagine it's not going to take too long.
No,
right?
Or two, you put it on the rotisserie too, something like that.
Because you don't have the bones where the cool air is going to be a little bit because the bones stay a little bit cooler, right? So
just like you said, like a pork.
Maybe it's a more even cook too because it's.
It looks real big on the one end, smaller on the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks good.
Yeah,
I'd eat it.
Cool, man. Well, thanks, Joe, again. And again, if you're listening, if you have any cool cooks that you're trying out or anything you see and you want us to talk about it or try it out, let us know. We love doing that stuff. But now we're going to talk about ham, Ben. It's one of the favorite times. Ham
Absolutely.
is this is like Christmas ham time, and then another time is usually around like Easter season is ham. But different flavor profiles you maybe try.
Did we try and do a couple like during the summer too?
Yeah. The boys love ham.
Yeah,
man.
Yep.
Dude, we've been crushing like lunch meat. Is like because I got 3 boys and they're like just like I just want ham. No peanut butter and jelly. Just give me a ham sandwich. Okay.
What do you put on this ham sandwich? Just ham?
No, they just want ham. One likes butter, one doesn't like butter. Like so, literally, it's like 2 pieces of bread and then ham slices.
No cheese.
No cheese. Nothing.
Wow, sounds dry.
Well, they love it. Okay. That's what they like. So it keeps it simple for me, Ben.
I guess.
But at the same time, like. It's pretty expensive to like keep buying lunch meat, all the time. So I'm like, maybe I just get a big ham and just slice it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about doing that.
They have those ones like the big like tube ones,
Yeah.
And just smoke it for like
smoke it and then just slice it.
One of those, like,
and then freeze the rest or whatever.
I was at the store the other day with the kids and we were looking at hams and stuff. And I was like, hey, if I got one of these, would you guys eat it? And my daughter was like, that looks gross. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's a tube of meat.
It's a tube of meat.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. Fine.
Spoiled.
Yeah. Wow. Christmas right
we know.
Remember that?
These kids don't even know what bologna is.
I have no idea. No idea.
Fried bologna sandwich.
Oh.
That was a delicacy in our house.
Oh man.
Put a little bit of American cheese on there.
Mustard.
Yeah, a little mustard.
Mustard.
Man, then you got like your little bit of bacon fat on top of it.
Greg. Now
we're bringing it back to the 1980s and the early 90s nutritional guides. That was all healthy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
We're
good.
Engineered meats look at how well we turned out, huh?
Just go to the fridge and just pull out a piece of
that,
and
right.
Walk around this.
These kids don't even know how good they have it.
You just roll it up.
Yeah. I put a little cheese in there. I put a little mayo.
Oh man. Just swear in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. Oh man, these kids don't even know how good they got it.
No clue. No clue. And you're gonna complain to me about this tube meat.
Jeez.
You want to talk about?
You're gonna learn today.
Yep. That's what I said.
Toss a package of that bologna in there. That's like a brick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
man. But all right, man. So let's talk about some holiday ham stuff. Hams. We're coming up. So you got a couple different options, right? You got like your shanks where you got the bone in a little bit. Those are the bigger pieces that aren't like they're most likely pre-smoked.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is really heat it up.
Yeah.
They're not sliced though, so like you have to slice it yourself. And then you got like the spiral hams, which again are probably for most people it's pre-cooked. But then it makes it easy when you slice it because it's already pre-sliced, right? I honestly, I usually go with the shank.
That's funny. I usually go with the spirals.
I know you like the spirals, but there's just something about the big hunk that's already still intact, you know.
Do you cut the skin off though? That always weirds me out, man.
I'll trim it down, like because like if you got the skin on it, some of these come without the skin on it.
Most
of
those
them
are harder to find. Though.
Yeah,
I feel like at the grocery stores that I've been at and stuff, man, they all have still kind of some of that skin on there, and like trying to convince my wife and daughter to eat that and stuff. It's like my son doesn't care. He's like, hell yeah, Dad, send that over. But they're kind of weird about it.
A lot of times I'll trim it because like
same.
I want the smoke to penetrate the meat, like because the outer, like if you got the skin and the outer cap, that's really thick.
It's real thick,
and you're not like that's not something you can eat necessarily. So I'll maybe I'll take that off, but I'll leave a little bit of that layer of the fat on the top of it because I still want that to crisp up, and then also like when you're based keep it moist because you're allowing that little bit of fat on there to render down and then baste the ham as it's cooking. But no, for the most part I'll take that off. You can leave it on, or you can take it off as a whole and then like make some nice crispy skin, like
pork rinds.
Yeah, right. Some skin so you can gnaw on it as you're cooking and stuff, like, but because that's what what we did with when we do like a full hog, right? So you crisp up the outside and it's nice and crispy, and then you just peel it off and you got some nice chunks of like just something to chew on.
Yeah, it's almost like jerky, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. So if you take that off, whatever, you throw cross hatches on it.
Yeah, so I'll usually cross hatch it again because the outside of the shank is usually still got a little bit of fat on there, and then also it's a nice thick cut of meat, man. So as opposed to like the spiral ham where it's already got cuts in there, some flavor can get in there, but I also want at the base, so like I'll do some cross hatches on top, so just get a nice sharp knife and then create your little cuts in there to allow some of that moisture to come out and baste it as it's cooking.
You about an inch and a half?
Not that deep.
No, I mean like wide, like.
Oh yeah, wide, like in between the spaces. Yeah. Maybe 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch deep is what I'm looking for. I don't want to go too far down because then you risk drying out that top portion there that doesn't have like as much fat on there. But I usually do that. I don't brine or anything with my hams.
You inject them?
No,
me neither.
It's such a dense meat. Like
it's gonna hold much.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's gonna hold. But I will. In the past, I have rubbed it down with like a mustard.
You ever tried horseradish?
I haven't. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll usually put some sort of binder down because I will be seasoning it again. So I want the seasoning to stick. So it's more for it to stick. But you could do like you could do syrup. I think you've done syrup before in the past.
Maple syrup. Oof, man. Yeah.
Some of these come with glazes already.
Yeah, but that's
towards the end, I guess. It's not necessarily like something that you're going to use
as a binder.
And
you can still use like a binder if you want to use that glaze and stuff. Like you said, I mean, you still can use whatever for a binder and kind of pair it with that nicely and stuff. I mean, man, I've used honey, like kind of raw honey and stuff, like maple syrup and stuff. And you don't need a ton, just enough to get it coated and stuff, and then you season it.
Yeah, and season it like so. Sometimes I've done just traditional with like an all-purpose rub, because ham pairs really well with like a fruity type of wood flavor. So like try and carry that through sometimes with like what I'm, the flavor profile on it. So. I've done like a traditional, I guess you could say traditional American one where you put like maraschino cherries, like with some toothpicks, all over the place, and then some pineapple slices, and then some like cloves. You stick some cloves in there and stuff like that. So kind of get that flavor in there. But then I also kept it just like, hey, a mustard binder, and then some of our sweet heat rub because that's awesome on pork, and then I just let the smoke do the rest. Maybe I'll put a little bit of apple juice like in a tin underneath because I'm usually doing like an offset smoke on the Weber, and I'll throw in some apple wood or some cherry wood. Like a fruit wood is my go-to when I'm doing like a ham.
So with your ham, Are you getting it to where it's like you're shredding it, or are you doing kind of more cuts?
I'm usually doing like chunks, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I like that's one of the things. Like I guess like the spiral hams, they're like nice even cuts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I like it a little bit thicker. So like I'll cut them nice and thick, nice chunks. But because everybody's different, so it all depends too. If you got a nice knife that can cut real, nice even. Sometimes I'm just like, let's get in here and just like hack it off and and then start eating. But that's the advantage of doing like a spiral, is that it's got nice even uniform cuts, and so like your slices come out that way.
Yeah, the thing with the difference with the spiral too, man. Like I like to get it, obviously like we'll freeze it and stuff, and then unfreeze it, and then as I kind of do like my binder and seasoning, like really open it up. So I'm getting like that
You're
all
getting in
down in those pieces and stuff too. So it's not just like that outer layer, like the bark side and stuff, right? Because sometimes too, like I know like I used to just kind of do that, and I'd like watch my kids kind of cut like that outside layer off, like the fat and stuff's right there too. So it's like, well, then you're really everything I just put on there, you're not. You can't. You just
true.
What's the point then? So I was like, all right, well, let's open this bad boy up a little bit and just kind of spread it each layer out and just kind of get those flavors down in there, man.
Yeah,
it's great. I love doing the hams. Dude, Greg, I've been seeing a ton of videos about with shredded ham,
pulled ham.
Yep. I'll be honest, like I've never done like a pulled ham like that. It looks fantastic.
Yeah,
it does. It really, really looks good.
It's interesting, like when you see these, and then you just start seeing it over and over again,
and over. Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull one up because I know our buddy Matt Pittman over at the Meat Church. Yeah, you watched that one?
Yeah. What do you use? He uses like apple juice and apple cider vinegar. I think, didn't he? Like to spritz throughout or like down in the pan and stuff with it. But it's pretty standard, right? Like
yeah, he literally just posted a video on it not too long ago. But then I just Googled pulled ham, and now it's like Jess Riles has got she's got it, he's got it. Just everything like pulled ham changed my life. Pulled ham.
Well, this wasn't like, I don't know, maybe it was around.
Kendrick has got it out there.
Yep.
Yes.
I watched his too. He did his for like, I want to say it was like 12 plus hours. He did his like overnight.
Matt Pittman?
No, Kendrick's.
Okay.
And it looks fantastic.
What I love about it too is it's so like, I'm looking at Matt's at Meat Church here, and like the ingredients are literally like three things. It's like it's the ham, so like 1 8 to 10 pound ham, not spiral cut. He doesn't call for a spiral cut on this one.
Did he do a shank? Does it say?
It just says not spiral cut.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's calling for a 1 8 to 10 pound bone in smoked ham, not spiral cut, and then he uses his all purpose seasoning, and then 6 ounces of pineapple nectar. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and that's really it, like as far as the ingredients go.
He kind of put that on a little bit later in the cook, it seemed like, too. I think when he puts it in the pan, I want to say, like, he didn't do that right at the beginning, did he?
No, look, I'm looking here. It's just looking like
he seasoned it and stuff.
He takes the ham out, and then he doesn't pat it dry, so he's using those liquids to help package the seasoning. He says here, so leading to a great bark. The ham is already salty, so like from the cure, so he likes using a sweet seasoning for it, and like I said, like that's why I use the sweet heat, like. But he allows it to season for at least 15 minutes, and then he cooks it. He's got his at his temp of his smoker at 195, but he's using a Traeger, he's using pellets, and he loves the oak and hickory, which are his own, like his Meat Church pellets, so. Of course, he's going to do that, but he also says hickory, pecan, maple, alder, or fruit wood would be a good choices for ham. Kind of like what we mentioned. Like, I like the fruit, but hickory would be great as well. And then he smokes the ham to internal of 165. But he does mention like.
But he wraps it too.
Yeah, so he says it's a 2-step process. One step you smoke till 165, and then you can either smoke it at 250 to get it done in 4 hours or so, or you can lower the temperature to elongate the cook, which is what we did at the 195 overnight video. So he says overnight cook will help develop a better bark. So, but that, low and slow overnight 195 But you're looking, again, just like if you're doing like a brisket or, you're doing like pulled pork, you're looking for an internal temperature that exceeds 200. So let's see. In step 2, step 1 again, you're cooking it to 165, and then you can crank it up to 250 if you want to get it done quickly, or you can keep it at that 195. But once you get to internal temperature of 200, then you're going to wrap and braise it. Oh, wait, no. Okay. All right, here we go. Now I got it. So, yeah, again, reiterating here. Step 1, you smoke it to at 195 until you reach 165 internal temperature, or you've developed the bark that you want, and then you place it in a disposable steam pan
and wrap it.
You pour the pineapple nectar on it
in
the bottom, and then you put the sweet. So
it's good. The brown sugar on top.
Yeah.
And then he wraps it.
Got it. Yeah.
And then he pulls it around 205.
Yeah. So 203 internal temperature. So exactly like you would be doing for a brisket, like as far as like the as far as like the temperatures, right? So just think of it that way. And then it does look like a pork shoulder when he pulls it off there, right? Like a nice smoked pork shoulder.
Yeah, that's dark as
That's dark as hell. Jeez. A little bit dark for my taste, but that's a nice bark on there. Yeah, man. So then he just shreds it. It shreds right up, and he pours the juices over the top of it.
Just pulls right
out
out
of there. Yeah, man. So definitely an option if you're looking for something different. Again, you're not really like the flavor profiles aren't going to really be different. It's just going to be a different type of service, which is pulled versus like a sliced.
Yeah, and then from what I've seen, a lot of them are eating with those like the Hawaiian buns and stuff like that, which
sliders
delicious.
Or whatever. Yeah, yeah, man. Might be a good idea just to try it out. Otherwise, like again, you're kind of going with the same. Like if you're doing if you're just smoking and you're not going to be doing pulled or anything like that. Honestly, the goal is to get some additional flavor on there with some smoke and some seasoning, and then just get it back up to temperature at 165, because that's when it's going to be ready to serve, slice and serve. Now, if you want to go to the extreme, you could do what he did there and do the pulled ham, which is going to elongate the process, but that's not a bad thing, right? Like, oh, shoot, I got to spend some more time around the smoker. And that might be a reason, like, oh, sorry, honey, I got to, trying to do something different this year. It's going to take a little bit longer. Got to go hang out by the smoker this afternoon.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Just a thought. We would never do that though.
No.
What do you think you're gonna try that this year?
Well, we're gonna be by my parents for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So
your dad's got a Weber though out there, right?
He does have a Weber. He did say we were doing a ham.
Okay.
So I'd imagine he probably got a spiral.
He likes to use an Esco, right? For turkeys.
Yeah, he's got one of those. It's not a Nesco. It's like one of those. I don't want to call it like a Dutch oven, but it's not. It's like one of those big roasters, like the roasters and stuff. Like you just plug in. He just says it. It's really easy. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like you said, I wasn't there for Thanksgiving. That's usually what he does with the turkey.
Okay.
For the ham, I'm not sure. We'll see. Sometimes, if I'm around, he's usually a little bit more willing to play a bit, and experiment with some of that stuff. So
nice, man.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll have a good time either way. I mean, I'm just there to help support, not getting anyone's way. But if he asks,
sure,
I'll take over and we'll just, we'll cook it out on the grill.
Nice.
So yeah, he's got a nice nice Weber and stuff. And we can definitely do some damage on that.
I bet, yeah.
And cook out there all day. So
smoking some meats, drinking some Labatt's, huh?
Oh man, yep. Labatt's will be fun. Yep. It's
that time of the year.
It's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. Yeah. So hopefully, they got a ton of snow too. So yeah, they've got a bunch.
Nice. Bringing the sleds.
No
snowmobiles up there.
Oh yeah,
your dad's got some.
We used to have more, but he's down to one now. He just uses it for ice fishing and stuff. So we'll see how the ice is. Maybe me, him, and Cal get out on the lake. Nice. And we'll catch some fish, and we can talk about that too. But it just kind of depends. I don't know. we'll see, man. It's you're only up there for so long.
Yeah.
You're jam packed and stopping and seeing everybody while you're
Sure.
there. So, but it'd be good. Hopefully we can just get out and just kind of cook.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm guessing he probably has a spiral ham, but I don't know for sure. So,
Right.
but yeah, dude, as soon as we get back, I mean, I'll be heading to the store checking to see what's on sale, and hopefully they'll have turkeys on sale and some ham on sale.
Nice,
and
man.
we can kind of play. I'm hoping like probably sometime in January to just do some shredded ham.
Oh,
That's
man.
always a great time,
Yeah.
like great time to cook. And it, you with that shredded ham, man, you can do so much with that, like some soups and stuff.
Soups.
Oh man, it's yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Just
Cool,
kind
man.
of we'll enjoy the holiday season and stuff, and then after that, then it'll be like let's play a bit.
Sure.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not hosting, so we're going to the brother-in-law's house for Christmas. We're going up to my parents at Christmas Eve day, but they usually take care of all the cooking and stuff. And but you have to send me. I want to try out your cheese ball recipe.
Yeah, you want to try that?
You got to send that to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I would take that because we're just like doing brunch on Christmas Day, so
Yeah.
that's like a nice brunch thing. So I want to try that out.
Okay.
Got to send that to me. Send it to me this. Maybe we'll post it on the.
Sure, we can put it out. That's super easy, man.
Yeah, man.
Super
so
easy.
let's do that for like the newsletter this week, and I'll probably put together like because we got a bunch of ham recipes out there.
And that's, dude, I'll be honest too. Even like if you do, that's not bad for like even like the day after, right? 'Cause if you have a bunch of like shaved ham,
Yeah.
and you put some of that in that cheese ball too. Yeah, say now.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Or use some of your lunch meat ham. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
I didn't put any meat in mine, but like I would definitely do like some
you should
shaved
get-
ham.
for
with that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop it in there. Oh man.
Yeah. Man, anything else regarding kind
yeah.
of ham, dude? Like,
So well, it's
what you're seeing out there?
It's pork. Okay.
Pork.
And I saw this. I was like, dude, I gotta talk to Greg about this.
okay,
I was like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like I saw it like Christmas Day or even Christmas Eve, like just an appetizer if you're hosting, if you're going somewhere or something. I mean, but dude, I saw this one where it was bacon. Okay,
Bacon.
Yep, he takes the bacon,
Sliced bacon.
just like kind of thick cut,
Okay.
and he flattens it out, nice and like widens it out, makes it nice and big, and he takes some brats. And he cuts the casing off, and then he puts kind of the brat, like he puts it next to the bacon and like flattens it all out.
Okay.
And then he kind of lifts it and puts it onto the bacon and
Okay.
like forms it so it fits. with
So
the
it's
bacon.
like a bacon slice now with a brat cut open on top.
Yep. So I'll he takes the casing, gets
Yeah,
rid of the casing
sure.
and stuff, so it's nice and it's flat and stuff. And then he rolls it so it's like a pinwheel.
Yeah.
And then he puts them on, he smokes them. He did it like it was at like 375
Nice.
for like an hour or 45 minutes, something like that. And then
Did he have to put like a toothpick in there or something like that?
he
to
didn't,
keep-
but
no?
I mean, you could.
Yeah,
You
keep it
probably
together.
Could just keep it together and stuff. I mean, they were big too, so I'm not sure if you did. You'd probably have to
You
use
need like a skewer?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could just put put a couple of them together
Yeah.
and stuff through it, and then took like a barbecue sauce
Yeah.
and like just
glazed it.
painted it on and stuff, and then threw it on there for another like 15-20 minutes. Fantastic. I was like, I got time to Greg about this.
10 out of 10.
10 out of
We'll
10.
try.
15 out of 10, man, definitely. So I was
Brat
like, ooh,
good, bacon good, smoke
yeah,
good.
Yeah, so he used like a mild Italian. I probably would have gone like a spicy or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just oof.
So like a mild Italian.
Yeah, that's
So
what
was
he
it like
used.
okay.
But like, I mean, beer brat and stuff, whatever. I mean,
Dude,
literally
I'm
whatever
headed.
brat.
Speaking of brats, I'm heading up to Johnsonville.
I know you are.
tomorrow.
I know you are. So like,
Might have to check out, see the guy at
throw-
Holiday
yeah,
Deals.
See if, get one of those big packages.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one free. Let me know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely worth a try.
I know.
So was it like one? Like so when he cut open the brat or whatever? Like was it 1 and 1 or like
Yeah.
So it was like one brat on
yeah.
top of one thick cut
Thick cut
slice.
piece of bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It looked fantastic.
I bet it did.
It
Yeah.
looked fantastic. I mean, you can do whatever. Like I would maybe throw in some like green onions in there or
Oh,
something
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
Jeez.
yeah.
A lot of options there.
A lot of options.
There
It
you go.
looked so. And he seasoned the bacon too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it just
Then you can put some cream cheese on top with some jalapeno chunks,
or it's like jalapeno cream cheese
Ooh,
too.
yeah.
Dude. Yeah. They're like again. This is just like a foundation. You can
Yeah,
build from
it does.
that.
It's a canvas. You paint the picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just we're here to help.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Looks fantastic.
Well, that's definitely put it on the list, right?
Right. But yeah, I was like, oh, dude, I gotta tell Greg about this.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that caught my eye real fast and stuff. And like I said, just the shredded ham.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been seeing just a ton of the shredded ham. Let's see, dude. Yeah, that's kind of
just we'll wrap up the ham thing here, but like some things to keep in mind. So if somebody's doing a ham for the first time, maybe on the smoker or the grill, one thing is you got to watch, like if you're spritzing or if you're basting, like you don't want to burn, like, because some of the things like the barbecue sauces, some of the glazes that people have, like that maybe they're prepackaged already they come with the ham, because you get those quite a bit. They have like a lot of sugar in there, so you just got to be careful, like you don't, burn it.
Yeah.
And if it start getting too dark, tinfoil is your best friend. Start putting some of that.
I think just put like right on that cap on the top.
Put it on the cap.
Too, that'll help. Or just I mean at that point, like I guess like we've kind of talked about, most of them are really pre-cooked. So it depends on kind of what you're looking to get out of it and your temperatures and stuff. I mean, at hams, I mean you can roll about 250, 275.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go much higher than like 325.
Yeah.
I would keep it under for sure 325 at the max. And with that too, I mean you can have it done within probably an hour.
I mean you just got whatever keep it, keep track of the internal temperature, make sure you get up to 165, and then just watch the outside, make sure it's not getting too dark, make sure it's not getting too dried out. You can spritz it, you can put like a moisture pan underneath,
put it in a pan.
Put it in a pan. You can wrap it, like once you get a nice smoke color on there, like a nice bark, then you can wrap it like Matt did with the meat church there. And glaze it that way so it doesn't burn. But yeah, just a lot of different options out there. But it's one of those forgiving meats too. If it's already cooked, so you're just adding more flavor to it. Like one that's not cured is a little bit different, obviously, but we're not talking about that today.
What would you say? Like 90% of the ones you're going to be.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to a store and you're
buying
one, it's already ready to go.
Yeah, and if you're getting one from a butcher, I mean, just ask. Most of them, they're probably about the same way.
Right. But definitely try it if you got the time and you want to do it. Like they'll just take it's a little bit more of the process.
And if you're doing like if you want to get one that's not cured, I mean I know butchers will do that for you too.
Sure.
But you probably want to get that now.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Like well, you're probably pushing it at this point.
Because there's more steps in that process if you got an uncured ham.
Yeah, you probably need that like December 1st at the latest. So.
But like for the most people, I think listening to this, they're going to be trying it from store bought, just like we did when we started, man. But no, we appreciate people listening, and we had another great week of downloads, man. Like it's been crazy. So we appreciate people sharing the podcast, and I guess liking what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, we appreciate it. And then like with Joe sending us that too, like with the turkey, if you guys do something different or cool, like or whatever you guys are doing for your holiday cooks, I mean, maybe we'll talk like prime rib or something more beef related, I guess, next week and stuff, because that's pretty popular for Christmas too. But
Christmas, New Year's,
Christmas and New Year's. But I mean, this is kind of what Greg and I do. Obviously, I mean, we love hams, and that's our tradition. But we want to hear about your guys' traditions too. So. Whatever you guys are cooking, love to hear about it. Send it our way. Maybe something that we'll try out for sure. I mean, just please send us what everyone else is doing. Love to hear about it.
Yeah. Well, good, man. So that's all I got for this week.
Easy enough.
We'll talk to you later.
Take it easy.